Warning, the stunts and illusions performed on this program were designed and tested by Criss, a highly trained professional. These demonstrations are extremely dangerous and should not be attempted by anyone, anywhere, at any time.
Upside down, hanging by my ankles, 10 stories above a sea of people in New Orleans. Can I beat the master Houdini's record? Mindfreak. Are you ready? Harry Houdini first came up with the upside-down straitjacket in 1910. I wanted to pay homage to the master by doing something that Houdini never even conceived of. The double straitjacket escape. Is it possible to hang upside down by your ankles, 10 stories over Bourbon Street in New Orleans, and escape out of 2 straitjackets?
I don't know how in the world he's going to do this. This is one I'm really nervous about.
Thousands of people will be there, and my goal is to try to beat the master's record. And he had to get out of just 1 straitjacket.
Because we're going to hang him upside down, and escapists in the past have passed out, I'm concerned if he can do it in the short time available before the blood rushes to his head.
Houdini never even considered this, and maybe for good reason.
I was a little concerned about the double straitjacket, so I decided to get my mind off of Houdini at Harrah's, New Orleans.
This is the only Houdini slot machine in the country.
And I couldn't help but wonder if I ran into this machine by coincidence, or was I receiving a message, or for that matter, a warning about my upcoming escape.
I'm sick of doing this stuff. It's like I feel like a monkey. I need a drink. Come on. You have a drink? Come over here. How are you? What's your name?
Janelle.
Janelle, nice to meet you. Thank you very much. You're very sweet. You want to see something that's a little different for a card effect? You may want to stand up so you can see this. We have 2 decks of cards right here, all right? You see that, right? 2 decks of cards? Yep. Just like this. All right? I'm going to take this and put it, just try to see this for a second. Now watch. Everything fair? Yeah. Everything cool? All right, watch. There you go. Hi, this is Zeke. Zeke's right here. Hey, Zeke, what's up? Zeke, well, that's my phone. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry, Zeke is busy right now. Please call back. Okay. What's that? You know what's funny is that Zeke is really a ham. He loves the camera. He's been featured on Mindfreak so many times that he's getting a little vain. He asked if he can actually see himself in a mirror. He wants to make sure he looks good. His hair is properly groomed. So, anybody have a compact mirror? Any of the ladies? You have a mirror?
I think so.
You do? Oh, perfect. All right. If you're gonna look at yourself, you got to stay this way. You got to stay that way so I can show you yourself. Okay? God, take a look. Take a look. Look. How do you look? You look good? Look, you're looking pretty good. Look, you can see. Look. There you go. The lovebird right there. Back mirror. That's a new version of cloning.
It was a miracle. No, I didn't expect that at all.
That was unbelievable, man.
It was the craziest I ever seen. I was like, whoa. That's all I remember, seeing a mouse come out of nowhere. Ain't no pet store nowhere around here.
Zeke number 1, Zeke number 2. What's up, man? Are we getting out here? Hey, baby, thank you. A very special occasion for you. Your birthday today.
Yes.
Here we go. So we have a deck of cards. I'm going to ask you to touch the top of a card. Touch one for me. Look at it. Show it to the camera. Don't show it to anybody else. You're going to touch the top of a card as well. And what I'm going to ask you to do is to look at it. Don't tell anybody, though, okay? Tell me when to stop.
Now.
Place your card back in the deck. Fair? Fair? Place your card in the deck any way you'd like. Fair? If I told you I can actually take your card, wherever it is in the deck, and make it fly out of the deck, do a triple somersault behind my back, and end up right in my hand, would you be impressed?
Very.
I would too, to be perfectly honest with you. So for this, I'm going to need a little bit of room here. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can do this. What was your card? What was your card?
4 clubs.
Now, that is your card, all right? Look at it. Now, what I'm going to try to do right now is you pick the card as well, right? I'm going to try to have you, your boyfriend and girlfriend, right? I'm going to try to have you see through her eyes right now, okay? You have a card in your mind. This is her card, right? Tell me if this is your card.
That's my card.
Is that your card?
Yeah.
That's your card.
That's my card.
You know what's crazy is I can tell there's a real bond here. How long have you been dating for?
About 3 months.
3 months. And there's a big connection here, isn't it?
Yes.
Big connection? A lot of romance here in New Orleans?
Oh, yes.
Now, what I want you to do is I want you to hold this part of the card, and you hold that part of the card. Go ahead, hold that part of the card. Now, what's interesting is you both picked a card, yet you're both claiming that you have the same card. You find it a little strange, a little bizarre?
A little bit.
I want you to name for me your card.
4 clubs.
What's your card?
Queen of diamonds.
Turn it over.
It was absolutely unbelievable.
It was amazing.
He took 2 separate cards and just melted them together right in front of our face. It was a miracle. It was awesome.
Coming up, Criss draws a massive crowd to watch him try to break Houdini's record.
Just like in the era of Houdini, we'd see these photographs of a sea of people.
But can Criss overcome 2 straitjackets?
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Houdini was just a PR machine. I think if you were to cut Houdini's arm, what would come out is PR. He realized that if he could hang by his ankles, that he could draw up to 10,000 people. I wanted to try to think about if he were around today, how would he up the ante? I would have to attempt to do something that hadn't been done, a double straitjacket escape.
Like Houdini, my purpose was to create publicity, but not for myself, for the city of New Orleans. I wanted people to see my show and feel compelled to come here.
I have a giant umbrella. I'm gonna, you know what? Screw you guys. I'm flying away. I'm gonna fly away like Mary Poppins. Watch.
I'm gonna go get it.
Look.
Don't do it, Chris. You have every reason to live.
Wouldn't that be really sick right now? That would be season 5. I jump off, I hold onto the umbrella and just float down.
That would be
Right?
wait,
that would be cool.
You know what? I'm
Or
gonna take
like
a
I'll
picture
walk up
of
this
the camera.
wall over here. You know, I'll just do something. Huh?
Walking up the wall, that's been done.
Yeah, but has this ever been done before? Probably so, right? You go down and you go up like this, and then she is. You see? Has that ever been done before? Huh? Has it?
I don't think so.
What's your name?
That's hot. At least.
Alyssa, I'm Chris. Nice to meet you. We're your friends. Right over here. Exactly. Oh my God! I'm gonna puke. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Help me! Oh my God! Mindfreak!
I had a lot of fun in New Orleans, but now it was time to get serious. Could I actually do this? An escape I had never practiced in my life, hanging upside down above Bourbon Street.
I'm concerned if he can do it in the short time available before the blood rushes to his head.
Good evening, Roland! I had an idol, Harry Houdini, and he's done a lot of things in his day. He was the guy who was famous for escaping the straitjacket in 5 minutes. This is 2 straitjackets. They've never been combined ever in an escape.
I've been performing the straitjacket because of Houdini since I was 14 years old. But can I employ that same technique, or do I have to modify my plan with a double straitjacket, 2 jackets?
This is a real maximum security straitjacket for the mentally insane. We have some winners of a radio contest that we're going to bring up here and have them verify that what you see from me is exactly what you get.
Houdini didn't have to contend with these modern jackets. These maximum security jackets have all these loops and your arms are laced through. Are they triple stitched? Look at that. Look at that. Hold on. Chris will not be able to bring his arms up to escape, which is traditionally the first step to even attempt to get out of a straitjacket.
This is the second one.
He's also going to try to get out a second jacket, the transport jacket, which is an armless jacket that prison guards use to transport a criminal from one padded cell to another.
Then I'll be raised up so you all can see it to 360 degrees, and I will attempt to do it in less time than Houdini needed to do 1 straitjacket, which is 5 minutes. So I want to feel your energy. I want to feel your excitement. I want the world to see how awesome this city, the people are. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, this is now getting in the first straitjacket. His arms are being placed on an additional strap in the front, so he cannot pull his arms over his head.
Once again, I can't emphasize enough that this is not a magician's straitjacket. This jacket is made by the Posey Company and is widely recognized as the most secure straitjacket available. The additional arm loops make the escape extremely difficult. Magicians of today, and even Harry Houdini himself, would never attempt this escape with this type of jacket.
Tight, 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 tight. I lock things down. That's what I do for a living. I lock down heavy loads. This is materials that you use for that.
Nothing comes out, right? It's honestly legitimate, right? Honestly. Good luck, man.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the second jacket, the transport jacket. This will be pulled between his legs so he cannot pull the transport jacket over his head. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see before you a restrained Criss Angel.
It's going to take a while to do this if he can do it at all. I just hope he doesn't pass out trying.
Coming up, Criss tests the limits of human endurance in an attempt to make history.
Are you ready?
Mindfreak.
I've done a lot of dangerous escapes in my career, but with this double straitjacket escape, the stakes are much higher.
I've never rehearsed this. I've never been in even 2 straitjackets.
You know, if I succeed, I shatter the record of the greatest escape artist of all time. If I fail, I could potentially be exposed to the worst possible consequence, a brain aneurysm.
jackets, making sure they were all in tight. He could not get out. Chris is real. What he does is serious.
When he was wiggling up there in the straitjacket, I thought he was going to fall to the ground to his death.
Chris is awesome. We were crying when we seen him. He's better than anything.
You see stuff on TV, that's pure bull. I said, man, you see it in real life, it's awesome.
I'm no different than any secret person here. I had a dream, and I worked very hard for my dream, and if I can live my dream, each and every person here, young and old, it's never too late.
He made a big difference to the city of New Orleans. He's bringing us back, coming here and doing this and proving something to us. We got love out there. We have lots of love from Criss Angel.
Thank you so much. God bless you all.
I thought I was done, and I was definitely exhausted. But that night, the city of New Orleans had one more surprise that absolutely blew me away.
We have a very special proclamation here from the mayor of our city.
The city of New Orleans has this day proclaimed a special day of honor bestowed upon Criss Angel for his commitment to the recovery of New Orleans and for creating a moment in our city's history.
And look, Mom, I did good.